Hello, Monster Man here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires Part 16 of my Louen Leoncoeur campaign. We're currently... we're not having a good time. Louen is... well... It's looking like Bretonia might become foie gras. Foie gras? The goose liver paste stuff. That stuff. Anyway... we've got a rock concert currently heading towards us, and not in a good way. A lot of heavy metal fans here. We've got Norscan Herskulls. These guys, they're scary. They've got a lot of them. Norscan Whalers. They're basically this unit, this entire army is filled with the elite of the Norscan roster, and mine is mostly mutated poor people. So realistically, I realise this battle is probably not going to go well, and Louen got bopped by Morga quite unfairly, in my opinion. It was bullshit. So there's that. And so we've had to fall back to Marienburg, and now this army has been not Vanguard, what was it? Lightning Strike. That's it. Lightning strikes. It's been lightning strike, which means we now have to face off against 5 mammoths, and I wouldn't really want to deal with more than, say, 2. Yeah, as it stands, I'm not... I don't think this is going to go great. I'll level with you. We've got our knights hidden in the trees. I'm hoping they're hidden enough. I had to move the entire battle line over a little bit to try and draw the Norscans away from their hiding place. I find that it's very chivalrous hiding in trees. That's it gives you a lovely pine scent right before you charge into the flank of an enemy unit, and that's very chivalrous. We do have, is it Cassian? I think it's Cassian or Chilford, I can't remember which one. On a griffin, hippogriff. So that's good. That could help. That's something. But yeah, our infantry is going to literally get torn limb from limb. It's going to be like a hot knife through butter. Well, it's going to be like a chainsaw through butter, really. No survivors anywhere. Our archers are opening fire, but we need to concentrate fire on the mammoths, because if we're going to bring the mammoths down, well, one of them down, then I want to try and concentrate fire on them to deal with that. A little bit of fire coming in. They're not really doing much because the archers are... and they're still... they are being a hero, though, so that's nice. So we're going to concentrate all missile fire on one of the mammoths. There we go, and that's going to do some damage. Our general is then going to fly in to attack Wulfric. I'm like, yeah, we can do this. I believe in you. And then he instantly starts getting the shit kicked out of him, so that's not good. Our knights are now showing themselves, slamming into the Fimir warriors. And the Norscan Herskulls as well. These guys are anti-large though, so that's probably not a good time. The Norscan Whalers are missile units, but they're also melee units. And it seems like... I mean, we've charged them, and it seems like they gave not a flying shit. In fact, we charged them again, and that only slightly more upsets them. Cassian's running for his life. He's basically dead. We've managed to almost take down a war mammoth, so that's nice. But Wulfric's like he doesn't care. He doesn't care. And meanwhile, our infantry line has just disintegrated. Although it's disintegrated in a way where most of the poor people are just running away rather than dying, which I'm sort of upset about, but at the same time I'm kind of like, well, at least you're not dead, so that's something. I mean, finding poor people in this day and age, it's a logistical nightmare. Logistical nightmare. The Norscan Whalers are literally dying to a man, surrounded by knights, poking them to death, and they've actually taken down some knights themselves. How many units of knights do we have? 2 units of knights have been deployed to take out 1 unit of Norscan Whalers, and although it's been successful, it's taken fucking ages. The Green Knight, though, has turned up to lend his hand, and he is kicking the he's just beating up Wulfric. Although I think a mammoth landed on him, but that's fine. Oh, don't worry about your Knight's Vow, worry about fucking tusks. Tusks everywhere. The Green Knight, having taken out Wulfric, is now concentrating on taking out some more of these war mammoths, because if we can take him out, at least that's something. We've got Whaler Fire coming in from all directions, and it's doing a lot of damage to us because it's basically anti-large, taking down, well, whales. And knights are like whales in many ways. For one, they are mammals. And two, they have blowholes. Little known fact. So while that's going on, the Green Knight is now the only thing left on the battlefield. Yep, he's just fighting to a man or a green man, a jolly green giant man. Who knows? Anyway, he's been killing some shit, and that's good. He's taken out, you know, he's done a lot of damage to the war mammoths, which is something. At least some of the mammoths are dead, and although they didn't lose many men, they lost some mammoths and their general. So that's fine, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not even sure that Louen's army at full strength could defeat Wulfric at this point. It's just... that army, I would imagine, costs my entire economy and then some. Should be fine if there was only one of them. Oh, you've got losing... oh, good. But you are a saviour. No, Cassian's a saviour. Chilfoy is a hesitant defender. Which wall to place the soldiers on? All of them, maybe. Yeah, all of them. And then maybe some more.
Do you know who I am?
Okay, well, at least you got your ass kicked. Chilfoy's army took a beating, but did manage to replenish. Now, you can't actually... yeah, you're gonna bugger off, which is actually fine. I'm not... there was a weird little dance going on here. I don't entirely know what that was, but it's fine. Because we can gang up on him. And lose my ogres. Sacrifice I am willing for them to make.
Moving out.
Okay, Cassian, you head back in there. Chilfoy, I'm going to give you... well, no. I'm going to trade those units over to you. That's then a full stack. You can then... in fact, change my mind. No, you can probably... you can probably lightning... no, you shut up. You can probably lightning strike anyway, can't you? No, my bloody luck. Is that going to help? Not really. I guess just stand there and hope for the best, I think, is probably the option. We are under siege down here as well. So I'm going to have to book it down here, although...
I thirst for the hunt.
yeah, Orion got his ass kicked, which is not great, because it means he's not there to save me. So we may lose Castle Carcassonne.
My strength and wisdom,
but frankly, holding on to it was a kind of a desperate cat and mouse game? Rat game. Probably. I mean, if I could get defences there, maybe that would have been fine, but... I could get a royal barracks, but I don't think it's really going to help me very much. Because basically, I just get slightly less shit infantry. By slightly shit, I mean like a slither. Just wafer thin. Do I do that? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if there's any point to it, basically. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to get Grail Guardians. So let's, because, you know, our infantry is, as we're fully aware, absolute shit. There's no saving it. They're just garbage. And as such, I mean, maybe we could go artillery, but even our artillery is not particularly good. Thyrus, you are going to be... ooh. Let's go full plate armor. How long until Louen's back? At least you know, Wulfric's army was fucking terrifying, but at least that army is significantly shit. So I think they may go back and trash Gorsel just to be. A few people in the comments were like, "Oh, you haven't taken Gorsel." I'm like, "No, because this is exactly what would have happened. I can't, like, if I have to defend a part of my coastline, it's going to be Marienburg, isn't it? Let's be honest here, and that's that. I mean, on the plus side, maybe okay, that's 2 stacks heading for Orion there. That's not a good time. Right, where did you really?
I'm not stupid.
I mean, that is debatable. Why aren't you replenishing? Local effects. What local effects? Fuck if I know. What fucking local effects are causing you not to replenish? These are local effects. There are no local effects. Well, that's the army effects. Local effects. That's just increased chaos. There's no province effects that are affecting replenishment. So
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
there's something. I just don't know what it is.
Attack!
Okay, so you are going to come to fight, are you, Throgg? I mean, we're not in the best condition, but I still think we can take you. So, let's do something like that. And then, again, I don't know why I'm not replenishing, so answers on a postcard?
Fight!
Well, the trebuchets got their attention, which is exactly what I wanted. Which means we're going to pull them towards us, including Throgg himself. There he is. Trebuchet's doing very little damage. Okay, good. That's fine. Our knights, our non-replenishing knights, hiding in the trees back there. And we need to concentrate. I want to take down Throgg. I need to concentrate fire on Throgg and try and take him down. I don't know what his missile resistance is. Can we have a look? 40%. That's quite high. But we have fire arrows. That's right. And we're going to bring Thyrus in to basically tank Throgg. Thyrus is going to face tank Throgg. In come the fire arrows. They actually do quite a lot of damage. In comes Thyrus as well. I don't know why Throgg literally just standing there taking arrow fire. A lot of arrow fire. Thyrus is keeping him busy. Our knights are now coming in on the flank. We just need to hold the line with our peasants and kill the rest of the army with our knights, as is tradition. I mean, I wouldn't use my peasant. I mean, what are my peasantry going to do? Die? That's what they do, isn't it? It's just what they do. Infantry getting thrown all over the place. Little charge there, looking pretty good. Got their left flank engaged. The Pegasus Knights have dealt with this unit of Norscan hunters. Using some knights to help out with there, and then we'll bring them down to join the rest of the party. Meanwhile, Throgg has been dispatched with massed arrow fire. And that has caused a bit of morale shock amongst the marauders, and they're now retreating back from whence they came. With a lot of arrows currently lodged in their back. Meanwhile, our knights are rampaging around their right flank. And we're going to drop a comet on these Icehorn marauders. Which actually doesn't do very much. Just sort of upsets them, it looks like. Yep, they're just a little bit upset. Okay, fine. Thyrus has engaged the skin walls over there to try and keep them busy, and our knights are now rushing over to help because that comet did not have the desired effect. So I'm hoping our knights will. Marauder champions going down pretty quickly. They've got a lot of kills. a lot of kills. Our knights now rampaging through the enemy lines, running down any unit they can get their little hands on. However, on the Norscan left flank, they still have some units in play, including these Fimir Stalkers, who are like infantry Fimir, who have... Do Fimir have regeneration? I feel like they don't. Do they? Do they have regeneration? Feels weird. I don't think they do. Anyway. Pegasus Knights coming in. The Knights joining the party. The Icehorn Marauders, though, just taking it. They don't care. They just do not seem to give a shit. They are the, I think, the first regiment of renown you get. And apparently they're just tough as fucking nails in Grimhammer. They do not give a shit. Right, we're finishing off the Fimir Stalkers on this flank. And, of course, the Skin Wolves. Need to deal with them as well. We've still got some Marauder Hunters chucking... They've just been chucking axes at us for a while. And mostly the poor people, which is fine. You know, occasionally poor people come with axes lodged in their heads. It doesn't seem to affect them all that much. Knights smashing in to these Marauders and hopefully routing them. A few Marauders rallying, coming back. Did I forget to... I forgot to move... What's his face? Our Lord. That's fine. He wasn't needed. He wasn't needed. We did it. Okay. It's the latest wave of Marauders dealt with. But I'm still not replenishing, and I still don't know why. Is it something to do with the settlement? Because, like, I've got this. This is... Okay, it is 15% non-knight. But still...
Protector of the realm. Do you know who I am?
Can I please kill you without losing any knights? Yes, thank you. Because niggets got bloody expensive.
Leaving.
Right. Is it because of the territory? Okay, I receive 2 per turn. So I'll be replenishing 20 turns. Right, that's obviously really not good enough. And I don't really understand why I'm not replenishing. I'll replenish better in that territory, I guess. Not even better in the settlement.
Valiant Lord.
Fuck knows.
Glory awaits.
I keep, like... Okay, they're replenishing. These guys aren't, and I genuinely have no idea why. There's nothing telling me why, and I don't really understand what the fuck is going on. So that's...
Do you know who I am?
Good. Because obviously being the fact that the Knights are my only decent unit, if I don't have the replenish, it's kind of a fucking problem.
Honor before glory.
Okay. We have 2 stacks of rats. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to upgrade that. And then... Do I fix this? Maybe. Let's... Okay, sure. Maybe. I genuinely don't know if that's a... Is it worth doing that? Probably not. Probably throwing good money after bad. But we'll get to cool down on our spells. And malign... Really? We don't even have any skills that give us replenishment, do we? Nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Good. Good. That's good. That's just dandy. Okay, we do have the river crossing though, right? We do have a river crossing. I do have a shit ton of artillery, which doesn't really help us. I may have to run away. Because... do I? Yeah, that artillery's going to tear me to pieces. They won't even have to get into melee, they can just sit back. Unless I hide. Get my Pegasus Knights in there? Even then, I get the sneaking suspicion we're going to be massively fucking... Do you have the Blessing of the Lady? No. Can we retreat far enough away? Don't know. Can they still reach us? I'm kind of gambling that they can't. Or do I just give it a shot? If I can take out the artillery, if I can lure them in. Let's try. Ooh. The sooner I take out those artillery, the better. I'm trying to use the trees as cover, but I'm still taking an absolute beating as I head towards them, and it looks like there's storm vermin. Well, I probably should have flown behind, but I was panicking, and as such, I charged the front. Probably not the sensible decision. Should have charged the back. Didn't. That's going to cost me. Meanwhile, the rest of my units are kind of hiding in the trees, which, to be honest, probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should have... I know what, I make a few mistakes in this battle, but to be honest, the outcome is pretty much what I expected. So we've got the trees as cover a little bit, so that's okay. We are taking out the lightning cannon, so that's something. But our Pegasus Knights are paying for it. I'm trying to get them out of there, but they're completely surrounded. But, you know, they're taking out some of the warp lightning cannon, so that was their job, basically. That's all they needed to do. This charge was terrible. I should have pulled back and waited for them to try and spread out a little bit more and then hit them from all sides. I mean, I do kind of do that anyway. It's just not a very effective charge. It's just, it throws them around a little bit, but doesn't really do much more than that. We get lodged into combat with these storm vermin, and that's a bit of a problem. Our infantry are moving to try and block this choke point. The idea being that we can hold them there. We can potentially use Yasmina to drop some spells on them, and that might do, you know, some stuff. Obviously, I think Ikit has a nuke, so I'm going to have to be careful of that. Okay, that's just a brass orb thingy. That's fine. There's a lot of milling about over there. Our Pegasus Knights have been broken, but the Warp Light Cannons are, at least, don't seem to be. Yeah, they're not actually crewing the Warp Lightning Cannons anymore. They're running away, which is, or moving elsewhere. Armand is now dealing with this Warp Lightning Cannon lot over here, so at least we don't have to worry about the artillery, just the hordes of rats. There's a lot of rats currently here, so we're going to use the dwellers below, which of course always makes the game lag. I'm on a computer that's very, very high spec, so the fact that dwellers from below makes me lag suggests there's something wrong with the spell in general, but there's a lot of jam going on there. Oh, that's doing a lot of damage. You can see all of the bloody rats there, and then that must have done a lot of damage. Does it, Yasmina? You've got 359 kills. That's pretty good. Ikit is just in the middle of the knights. He's seriously fucking us up. I'm going to send old, whatever his name is, the Damp Knight over here to try and deal with him. But immediately he starts getting the shit kicked out of him. I mean, like, brutally. Like, not even close. Like, he just gets like, absolutely fucking annihilated, despite the fact that Ikit doesn't even have that good of stats. And it could be the Warlord over here, but again, like, that's so fast. He goes down so fast. Absolutely brutal. There's lots and lots of rats over here, and Yasmina is dropping spells whenever she can, but there's not much left there. Our knights are... I mean, I'm trying to do cycle charging with them, but to be honest, as soon as I take so much damage when I try and pull my knights out, it's almost not worth it. It's almost just leave them in. They do almost as much damage in as they would charging, and they don't take as much damage. We summoned in the Green Knight to help out because obviously the Damp Knight got his ass handed to him. He's literally running away. Like, he just went down in seconds. Absolutely wrecked. I mean, stats aren't great, but they're not bad. I guess the Chieftain maybe just fucks him up. I mean, the Chieftain does have quite high stats, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, the Green Knight seems to be the only character I have who is actually decent at beating up other people. So he's managed to send the Chieftain running. Our Knights are running away. That's not great. Although over here, Yasmina, with the help of the peasants have been holding the Skaven at bay, and Yasmina's been dropping spells on them. She's got 460 kills. And, I mean, there's a lot of damage here. Most of these rats are now fleeing for their existence. Death Runners, Clan Rats, Gutter Runners, all fleeing off in the opposite direction. Skaven have taken horrendous damage. If you're looking at the numbers here, you can see the numbers are dropping far more rapidly. Mostly because we don't have much left. Alberic's coming back for another go because, you know, the Green Knight's here to help out this time, so I feel like we probably can do this. The enemy Warlord getting a pasting. And that Chieftain still being a pain. Ikit's taking a little bit of damage, but he's still around. Because he's in a Doom Wheel, get it? Because he's a... Yeah, we're losing the fight. Anyway. Will you stop doing that? It's really annoying. Right, the enemy Warlord is fleeing. The enemy Chieftain's fleeing. If we can concentrate on Ikit, we may be able to break the enemy army. Armand is still dealing with the Warp Lightning Cannons. That's the thing he's doing. We've got Knights heading over to join the party. They slam into the Rattling Guns. The Pegasus Knights trying to finish off the Warplock Jezzails. You know what? This battle's a lot closer than I thought it would be. I don't think many of them... I mean, some of the Skaven are shattered, but not many of them. So I think we've killed most of... I think we've killed a huge chunk of the rats. Knocked out most of their characters. Even Ikit's having a terrible time. Armand is back here. I don't know if he's going to live. He's currently surrounded. And he may live. I genuinely don't... We're going to try and... Little Awakening of the Wood there to try and get him out. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to work. Seems to get stuck on Ikit. And, yeah, well... I mean, good luck to you. Good luck to everyone. Everyone, leg it. Because this... Yeah, this did not go... well... Well, there's a lot of dead rats. Can they catch up with me? No. Okay, well, we're safe for the moment then. I can pull back. I suspect that Ikit was too beat up to chase me, which is something. And at least having bloodied his nose, that's going to give Orion time to rebuild his forces. Although now I'm going to have to rebuild mine, and considering how long and expensive my fucking knights are, I might not be able to rebuild it.
Do you wish the lady's favor?
I wish the lady would make me give me cheaper bloody knights. Sure, I have a military alliance. See, they forgot about the whole break-in friend. What the fuck are you doing here?
Blessings of the lady be upon
The fuck are you doing? Okay, right, well.
Do you know who I am?
That did not go great.
My reputation precedes me.
If I come over...
No, blame you,
somewhere out of range of this guy.
I go.
Again, I don't... I'm getting replenishment here. What's different about this province then? I have the stables building. But there's nothing on there that says that gives replenishment.
My reputation precedes me. Yes?
So is that the thing?
Blessings of the
Is
lady
that
be upon
it?
you.
I mean, I can't afford any. Because I built the defense. How much do the fucking defenses cost? 6 grand? Are you shitting me? Fucking hell.
Of the realm.
Fucking hell. Okay, we'll get one of them. And... and then some of those guys, because they're dirt cheap.
Protector of the realm.
So you've...
Sallying for.
Your words mean nothing.
okay. You seem to have just rocked up.
Highest. Death to the enemy.
Can I... and then you're going to run away. Okay, well that's fine.
Moving out. Taking my leave.
I guess we'll just go and kill you then?
Leaving. Noble.
Okay. So,
Very well.
I'm going to move you over here. I'm going to do a test. I'm going to move Chilfoy over to this province and Cassian over to this province to see if this replenishes and this doesn't. It must be something to do with the stables building, I guess. It doesn't say it does anything about replenishment, but it's the only fucking thing I can think of. Alright, we need to rebuild that army and everything else, and we're not saving the Empire at the moment, so how's the Empire looking? Well, Rakarth is doing stuff. Forward attack base Bravo is going to rebel, so I guess we'll untick that. Not those, but how much? It was making me... how much money? 87. I think I can do without that, to be honest. In spite of how fucking much everything costs, I think I can live without it. Okay. So I can build the industry building as well, which would give me another 600, but of course I can only do that in the capitals. And that takes up two building slots. So it depends if I want to go the industry and just accept that I'm not going, because if I, so that'll take up 4 building slots, which means I'll have 3 building slots if I go for all 4 money-making buildings in each capital. Which doesn't really seem viable. I mean, I guess it would be okay here, but then we've got a couple of special buildings here, haven't we? So would I want to... yeah, so there's 2 special buildings here, so I could get the 4, and then I'd have 3 building slots available. Yeah, I mean, in theory, yes. In practice, doesn't really work, does it? So we won't do that. Orion, oh, mate.
Yes.
Can you get some more of those pointy-eared freaks that you call friends, please? I think I need them. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't think this campaign's winnable. I might be able to get the chivalry I need, but it's trickling up, seeing as I'm getting my arse handed to me. And I feel very much like I don't have the money or the resources to deal with the sheer number and quality of... I mean, you saw Wolfric's army. That was brutal. That would need... I mean, what do I have to deal with mammoths? My archers are garbage. Like, it's like... it takes concentrated missile fire to take down a mammoth with my archers.
Guardian.
These guys are trash. Absolute trash. My knights don't do particularly well against large units. So I don't really know what the answer is. Grail Knights? How much do Grail Knights cost these days? Asking for a friend. A very rich friend. 736. But that is taking into account that we don't... So... The Knights of the Realm cost 424. And that's, I think, without the vow? So they're still fucking expensive. I mean, having a stack of those bad boys is unlikely. Plus, there's only 12 of them. I mean, that's not a huge problem. But if they're like my best units... At least you get 26 Grail Knights, so that's something. Like, my army is going to be minuscule. If I go for a purely mounted army, I mean, I'm literally going to have less than 100 people in my army, which I guess isn't really a big problem. Still, something to think about, but that'll have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.